Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pickacard reading, we will find out who has a crush on you, and there's going to be an extended reading for all the groups today as well. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, this is your reading. Today on YouTube, we'll find out three things. Who has a crush on you, anything about their energy or personality? Why are they drawn towards you? What is the reason why they have a crush on you? And third, what are their intentions plus any potential outcome? And then in the extended reading, the link to which you'll find in the description box, we'll take a look at their private thoughts and fantasies about you. What is the reason why they haven't taken any action towards you yet? And lastly, when will they be taking action towards you, along with any advice that comes out for you? So super excited. Let's get started with your reading, group 1. First, let's see what can we find out about who this crush of, not yours, who has a crush on you. So for that, we have Servant. Yikes, which says, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. All right. I feel like this is somebody whom you might have noticed around you, someone who is always more than willing to help everyone, even when nobody's explicitly reaching out for help. It's just that this is the kind of person who cannot turn a blind eye towards anybody whom they feel requires help of any sort, whether it is related to studies, whether it's at your workplace. I just saw 111. Also, this is somebody who has a very warm and welcoming personality. They have zero issues walking up to people and talking to them. You might have seen them being a part of very big circles, big groups, always chatting away, talking to people, always asking everybody, how are you and what's up? Remembering little things about people is what I just heard. So this is the person who remembers everybody's birthdays, everybody's phone numbers. This is the person who remembers people's random details, like somebody must have told them that they're allergic to something and it kind of stays with them. So they remember little things about people. Might also be a great cook. And I do feel like this is pretty much public information that this person is very good at cooking. Maybe whenever there's a celebration or there's a party or there's potluck, this person makes sure to bring something that they've cooked or baked. Baking might also be something that they're very, very fond of. I'm also getting one more message. And of course, this one's a bit specific, but chances are that whoever this person is that has a crush on you might culturally be different from you. So they might belong to another city, another state, another country, or maybe even another religion. Okay, let's find out some more details about them, their initials, and then we'll take a look at the tarot cards as well. Spirit, what can you tell us about the person who has a crush on group 1? Anything about their energy, anything about their personality? All right, this is somebody who is very punctual, might have a liking towards collecting watches, wristwatches. I also feel like this is somebody who hates playing mind games, who hates small talk, somebody who just does not have that, how do I put this? Like they can never be rude, mean, or bad towards anybody. They have a very dynamic personality, a go-getter, might be a very good swimmer, might be a pescatarian, might love fishing, might be somebody who lives near a water body. So this person has great hair, I'm hearing. They have really great hair. Might be or might have a license to fly planes of any type. Might have been somebody whom you met on a flight once and then connected with them afterwards, or somebody you work with, someone who is a very diligent worker, kind of like the unofficial leader of whatever group they put in, does not do well with disrespect, especially because they don't give it out to anybody, so they do not expect the same in return either. You know, it's like, if I'm being good to you, you be good to me. Don't unnecessarily show me any attitude. That is the kind of nature that I'm picking up on over here. Let's look at their initials as well, and then we'll move on to the tarot cards. Spirit, who has a crush on group 1? Okay, so we have N, Z, F, E, I, K, another E, another I. Might have been someone you met at IKEA. So apparently there's this big debate about the actual pronunciation, but anyway, if I got that wrong, well, then what can you do about it, right? VAY and a W, or this might also be an M. So these might be their initials. I'm just going to put these over here in case something clicks with you later on. Now, let's move on to your oracles, your tarot cards, and find out who is this person. Spirit, who has a crush on group 1? What can you tell us about their energy or their personality? What do we have? The Wheel of Fortune. Who has a crush on group 1? Spirit, can you tell us about their energy or personality? We have the Eight of Swords. Who has a crush on group 1? Spirit, what can you tell us about their energy or personality? Who has a crush on group 1? We have two cards over here, the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay. So for a few of you, this might have been someone whom you met by chance, somebody who just very randomly popped into your life. Although I don't think for a lot of you this was an online scenario. That's just the squeaking of my tripod. It could have been an offline meeting, running into each other, things like that. This is somebody who's very well settled in life, misunderstood, which is sad. I do feel like there are people around this crush of yours who like to bitch about them, who like to gossip about them, who like to talk about them behind their back, simply because they cannot digest that somebody can be as selfless as this person that has a crush on you. Somebody can be as kind as this person that has a crush on you. So this is a very misunderstood person. It seems like some people, if not all, often incorrectly assume that the reason why this person goes around helping everybody is because they're always expecting something in return. Even though I don't see that, this is a very selfless person. They never expect anything in return. Even if they've helped you out sometime, it wasn't because they were hoping to score a date with you. They genuinely wanted to help you. But yeah, this might have been somebody whom people have warned you about, is what I'm hearing. Especially a woman might have warned you about this person, that, oh, don't be so friendly with him. I don't think he has the best intentions. You should be careful with this person. I've heard all sorts of crap about him. But that's just the rumor mill. None of that is true. This isn't somebody like that. Also, with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords over here, this is somebody who has another side to them. Nothing evil. It's just that usually they're very good, very helpful, very kind, very compassionate. But if you cross them, if you lie to them, if you go behind their back and do something, if you in any way try to harm them and it's absolutely uncalled for, then definitely with the Thunder and then the Queen of Swords, they won't let it go. All right, this is not the kind of person who'll just let it go, who'll just forget about it. They will not forget about it, and they'll make sure to give you a piece of their mind. So this is a very good person, but I feel like they kind of function on that principle. If you fuck around, you're going to find out. So that is what that person, that's what I'm seeing over here. And we've got all swords, so I feel like this might be somebody who is a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Now let's see, why do they have a crush on you? What is it about you that draws them towards you? So for that, we have Dolphin that says, live joyfully in the present. I feel like they love your smile, group 1. They love your laughter. They love your eyes. And usually, of course, when you're smiling and when you're laughing, your eyes do shrink a little bit. But in your case, I feel like your nose also wrinkles up a little bit. Your nose also twitches a little bit. And they find that very cute. Whenever you're smiling, whenever you are laughing, group 1, they love to look at you because you look absolutely adorable. They notice this about you. Group 1, that you're always living in the present. They've never seen you fret around unnecessarily. They've never seen you panic unnecessarily, take too much tension. Each time they've been around you or hung out with you or spoken to you, you seem very rooted. You seem very aware of what's happening around you. You seem very present in the moment. And that is what they appreciate about you, because it's not an easy feat to achieve, right? Most of us are either thinking about the past or worrying about the future. You, however, Group 1, have done a commendable job of staying wherever you are, which is in the present. And so that is what they really appreciate about you. There is a twinkle in your eyes whenever you're talking about something that you like and you get really excited about it. And then when you're talking about it, there is a twinkle in your eyes, which also draws them towards you. Okay, let's find out more from the tarot cards. Spirit, why is this person drawn towards Group 1? We have the Page of Pentacles. Why is this person drawn towards Group 1? We have the King of Cups. Why is this person drawn towards Group 1, Spirit? We have Judgment. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So Group 1, this person that has a crush on you feels like in a lot of ways you compliment them really well. And the reason behind it, I'm actually not surprised. We picked up on this earlier, that they're a very compassionate person. They're very kind. They love helping people. And they see those same qualities in you as well. With the King of Cups over here and the Queen of Cups, they see you as a very emotionally available as well as an emotionally mature person. So they like that about you. They like that you don't play with people's emotions. You do not lead anybody on unnecessarily. You do not make fun of anybody's emotions for feeling a particular way or thinking a particular thing. You're very approachable as well. Very approachable. Anybody can come to you, discuss things with you. You don't turn anybody away. Of course, you might be having your boundaries, which is a good thing. But from what they've noticed, and I'm saying noticed because with the King of Cups over here and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like mostly they just sit and observe. And there's less of action, of course, which in the extended we'll find out why that is. There is definitely a childlike quality to you as well, which they are drawn towards, not in a creepy way, more in a, you still have that sense of wonder in you. You still have that excitement in you. You still want to believe that there's more good out there, in fact. So you are very much in touch with your inner child. You've kept your inner child alive. You're very connected with it. And like I said, you have that sense of wonder, which really draws this person towards you, Group 1. And interestingly, with the King and Queen of Cups and the Judgment card being present over here, I don't think this person is necessarily able to explain it. It's just more of a feeling. They feel like they've known you from somewhere, or that there possibly was a life that you both had shared in the past, but they can't be too sure of it. But each time they look at you or each time you're around them, it does not really feel like you're a stranger. Or even if you're an acquaintance or a colleague, that distance just does not seem to be there. It feels like they've known you since forever, but they just cannot remember from where, or like when exactly or where exactly had they met you. Okay, now let's see what are their intentions towards you, Group 1. And for that, we have Yin. So this crush of yours really does fancy you. That much is very clear. With the energy of Yin being present over here, it's almost as if their intention towards you is to make you theirs. And again, not in a toxic way of, oh, I want to own this person, but more like who you are in your entirety. They want to experience you. What is it like when they're close to you? What is it like when you guys are one? What is it like when you are in a relationship with them? That way. So I'm not seeing any fleeting intentions over here for sure. They take you very seriously. In fact, with the presence of yin, I feel like they're taking their feelings towards you seriously as well. Although for now this is a crush, but it's almost as if they know that their feelings towards you will keep on growing, and they're not in the mood to run away from those feelings anytime soon. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards as well to find out more. Spirit, what are this person's intentions towards group one? We have the Nine of Wands. What are this person's intentions towards group one? We have the Sun. What might be the potential outcome between group one and this person that has a crush on them? What might be the potential outcome between group one and this person that has a crush on them? We have the Four of Pentacles and Death. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So there is a lot of potential over here, group one, of this turning into a relationship. Of course, depends upon your free will too. Their intentions over here with the Nine of Wands and the Sun, they do not want to give up on you without at least giving it a try. They are not dismissive of their feelings. They do not want to pass this on as just another crush. This is serious. This is, their feelings are growing on them every single day with the energy of the Sun over here. It's almost as if, and here's the thing, when you look at the Sun and you look at all these sunflowers, they're all turned towards the Sun, right? So they know that they're but one of many admirers that you might be having. There might be a lot of people who have a crush on you, and this is one of them. They know like they're one of them. They feel like there are a lot of other contenders out there also. But with the Nine of Wands over here, they do not want to give up on you. They do not want to give up on what this can be, that Six of Cups we saw earlier, without giving it a try, without giving it a fight. And as far as the outcome goes, with the Four of Pentacles and Death, right now there's nothing happening between you guys. With the Four of Pentacles over here, you stay in your lane, they stay in theirs. But they want to change that. They want to break out of it. They want things to move ahead between you guys. And with the energy of Death over here, the outcome, especially with the bottom of the deck being the Six of Cups, in fact, they thought that there might be some past life connection between you guys, and we have the Death card over here as well, and the Six of Cups. So 3 cards over here indicating that that might actually be a very real possibility. If you feel the same way for this person as well, then that's just double, triple confirmation. With the Four of Pentacles over here and the Death card, here's the thing. See, right now the ball is in your court, but that can change. That can change depending upon what action are they taking, how are you responding to that action, all of which, like I said, we'll be taking a look at in the extended. But with the presence of the Death card over here, there is a huge possibility of not only you guys getting together, but it also being very transformative for both you as well as for them. Kind of like a connection that forces you guys to come out of your shells, to tap better and deeper into your best version and their best version. So it's like, in a way, you both pull each other out of your comfort zones and help each other get on to that highest timeline for both you as well as for them. So I do feel like this is one of those connections that has a spiritual basis to it for sure. All right, now we will hop on to your extended, the link to which is in the description box, in which we'll find out what are their private thoughts and fantasies about you, what is stopping them from taking any action towards you just yet, when will they be taking action towards you, and what is the advice for you. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So we have 2 readings today for you. One will be extended and one's going to be here on YouTube. So in YouTube's reading, we will find out 3 things. Who has a crush on you? Why do they have a crush on you? What is it about you that draws them towards you basically? What are their intentions and any potential outcomes? And then in the extended reading, the link to which you'll find in the description box, we'll take a look at their secret thoughts and fantasies about you. Why haven't they approached you yet? When are they most likely to take action towards you, and any advice for you? So let's get started, group 2. Who is this person that has a crush on you? So the card that came out for you was Child Wounded. that says awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. All right. So I feel like this is somebody who usually keeps to themselves, or at most they have a very small knit circle, don't really like to interact with too many people, might be a loner by choice, might be somebody who advocates a lot for children or is associated with organizations that are involved in the welfare of children, some NGO like that basically. For a few of you, I'm also being told that this might be somebody who is a teacher or a tutor or a professor. I feel like this is someone who, although they're a loner and they tend to keep to themselves, nobody really ever picks up any negative vibe from them as such, because that's just not who this person is. They have a lot of love to give, but I feel like because of their experiences in the past, there might now be a bit of hyper independence to them and inability to open up to too many people. Like being vulnerable is not one of their strong suits, which is why, like I said, they like to keep their circle small. But if ever anybody was to walk up to them and strike a conversation with them, it's not like they would be rude or turn that person down. It's just that by choice, they try to avoid too many people as much as possible. Okay, let's find out some more information about this person. Who is the person that has a crush on group 2? Might be somebody. Okay, so here's the thing. Either you got transferred or moved to their city, or they got transferred and moved to your city. So both of you do not originally belong to the same place. It might have also happened that you changed schools and went to their school, or you changed jobs and went to their job, like their office, or vice versa. There is a very strong possibility over here of you both coming from different parts of the world, different cultures, different native languages is also what I'm hearing, different native languages. I don't think you and this person have ever had much conversation with each other, but it's not like you're totally not a part of each other's lives. I'm hearing hit and miss, hit and miss. So it's quite possible that you guys are in the same premises, yeah, but then there's no conversation happening. In fact, it's quite possible that any communication that does happen between you guys, I'm being told, is usually of official nature. So I don't think there has been any personal interaction or like interaction outside of work or school, whatever it is with you, between you guys. Now, here's the thing. This is somebody who's very attractive. So even though they keep to themselves or only hang out with a few people, they're very attractive. They are somebody who exudes a very sexual energy as well. Very, I would say, Scorpio like. They don't necessarily have to be a Scorpio, but you get what I mean. So somebody who seems very hot, very attractive, physically very attractive. A lot of people talk about them, but not a lot of people have the opportunity to talk to them directly, one on one. I also feel like this is someone whose mood is a little unpredictable, and that's because they're not socially that active, so you never know what to expect with them. Like if you are having a conversation with them, it's like with them you have to guess a little bit. If you had a personal relationship with them, of course you would know, but because most people don't, they're left kind of dangling in that suspense because they don't know what to expect. However, with the presence of that rainbow, like I said, this is not somebody whom you would necessarily get creepy or bad vibes from. I also feel like this is someone whom you might often find buried in books, or somebody who works at a library, or whom you met at a library. Or again, like I said, I think initially I'd say that this might be a professor, teacher, tutor, and now we have a book over here, so of course that aligns as well. This might be someone who at most hangs out with the same two people always. They might be a part of a 3 people team, like work wise, Might be somebody whose birthday is in March or whom you'd met in March. Might also be somebody with whom you have a 3-year age gap. Okay, let's see what their possible initials might be, group 1 and then group 2, and then we'll find out more from the tarot cards. Spirit, what might be the possible initials of the person that has a crush on group 2? All right, so we have V, O, R, H, W, which can also be an M, U, S, Q, C, might be a quality control analyst, something like that, V, K, and Y. So this might be the first letter of their first name or the first letter of their surname, or maybe for some of you, you've got both over here. All right, now let's find out more about them using our tarot cards. Spirit, who has a crush on group 2? What can you tell us about them? We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Who has a crush on group 2, Spirit? What can you tell us about them? 6 of Wands. Who has a crush on group 2, Spirit? What can you tell us about them? Justice. So yeah, with the 9 of Pentacles being in reverse over here, this is a very withdrawn energy for sure. Somebody who seems very self-sufficient. Like, even though this person seems to be a bit of a loner, it's not that they're miserable. This is somebody who likes their own company. So even if you ever spotted them hanging out just by themselves, they don't seem bored or they don't seem depressed. Like I said, they're either reading a book or they're talking to 2-3 people, their close people or whatever else it is, but they don't seem miserable just because of the fact that they don't hang out with a lot of people. Because the catch over here is that it is by choice that they don't want to hang out with a lot of people, because otherwise what I see over here with the 6 of Wands, a lot of people want their attention. A lot of people want to get close to them. A lot of people want to talk to them. Of course, their good looks might have something to do with it, or maybe it has everything to do with it, either or. But they don't just give away their time or their energy or their attention to just about anyone. Also, with the energy of justice being present over here, like I said, I don't think this is someone whom you have personal conversations with, mostly official communication. And now with the energy of justice being present over here, that confirms it. That this is someone with whom you only have official communication, work-related stuff or anything else. Also with justice, I feel like this is somebody who talks to the point. Especially if you're not a part of that inner circle of theirs, they'll only talk to you to the point. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. Some people might have dubbed this individual as being very pricey or very blunt or very rude just because they choose when to talk and how much to talk, but that's not actually who they are. I feel like this is a very self-righteous person. I feel like this is someone who would never knowingly hurt anybody or upset anybody on purpose. This is a very successful person, but details about exactly how much do they make, in fact, in general also, the intricate details of their job profile might not be known to a lot of people. So for instance, you might know like, okay, I know this person works in this team, or I know this person works in this particular office, in this particular company, but what exactly do they do there? You might not know too much about it. Or how much do they make? I don't think even these close friends of theirs know about it. These are certain things that they like to remain tight-lipped about. As far as signs go, we have Libra over here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I was picking up on Scorpio earlier, also Aquarius. Okay, now let's see, why does this person have a crush on you? So for that, we have Wolf, which says, be independent, but work together. So here's what's interesting. In a lot of ways, you might be just like this person. You might be a lone wolf yourself. And you know how they say, it takes one to know one? So I think that this person has, even though they haven't really spoken much with you, they have figured this much about you at least, that in a lot of ways you're like them, that you too don't necessarily talk to too many people, you too like to mind your own business, you too like to stay in your own lane. Again, it's not that you're antisocial or anything. If you have to work with other people, you can do it. If you have to work as a team with somebody, or like a group of people, you're very good at that as well. But if given a choice, you would like to work independently, you would like to be left alone, you wouldn't want anybody to come and disturb you. And again, when I see these two orbs of light over here, constantly I'm being reminded of this phrase, it takes one to know one. So, in a good sense over here. So, I think that could have drawn them towards you, because people keep wanting their attention because of this mysterious quality that they have to them. But to them, you are also very mysterious. You get it? So, they find you very mysterious. They don't know too much about you, but they want to. They want to understand the hidden depths of you, I would say. Sometimes, and especially if they can see your profile picture, in your email ID or anything, or if they've seen you face to face, they seem like, they feel rather, that you have a very layered personality of which they don't know much, but they would like to. So there is a certain sense of curiosity in them. As far as you're concerned, they'd like to know more about you. And it's like they're a lone wolf and you're a lone wolf, but wolves usually move in packs. And so they wonder if you guys can become a pack like that. Let's find out more. There's something about your eyes that's coming across very strongly. They love your eyes, especially if they're very deep set. Spirit, why does this person have a crush on you too? We have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Why does this person have a crush on you too, Spirit? We have the Three of Cups. Again, it's mostly because of the similarities that they can sense between you and them. With the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, you are reserved, just like them. You too talk to the point, nothing less, nothing more. But they have seen you giving your attention, giving your energy to a select few. Just like how with them, I told you that maybe at most they talk to 2 to 3 people, the same 2 to 3 people all the time. So likewise, in your case, with the energy of the Three of Cups, I feel like you too just have this really small knit circle of 2 people, 3 people tops, and you're always talking to those same people or hanging out with those same people at your workplace or the school or wherever else it is that this person has gotten to know you through. And again, there is an energy of them being a silent spectator over here with the Four of Pentacles. In fact, with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, I feel like sometimes when they've seen you face to face, let's say if it's an office party or something else, at times both them as well as you have felt like this person wants to talk to me or they want to say something to me, but neither did you do anything nor did they do anything, but it just built up the suspense and added to the mystery, added to your allure. They love your hair, especially when you make an updo, like a loose bun or a top knot or something like that. So they really like your hair. If you have curly or wavy hair, then that is also coming across over here. Your dressing sense has also not gone unnoticed. In fact, with the Six of Pentacles over here and Wolf, I feel like this person is very intrigued about knowing whether they qualify to get your attention or not. I don't think they see this as a game or anything, but because they think that you're like them, they feel like it'll be interesting to see whether you notice them, just like the way they're noticing you and have a crush on you or not. Okay, now let's see what are their intentions towards you, group 2. So for that, we have round and round. I did hear hit and miss for you guys earlier, and now we have round and round. It's like you guys keep hovering around each other, or and in fact, the energy that I was picking up from this card as well, like if it's an office party or something, it seems like you guys want to talk to each other, but then you don't. Nobody makes that first move. I think this pattern, this cyclical pattern that has been repeating, wherein you keep running into each other, but then nothing happens, and then you go your way and they go their way, or circumstances bring you both together, but then nobody makes any move. That is a pattern that they'd like to break. I don't think they're necessarily enjoying the repetitive nature of this pattern of meeting and then nothing conclusive coming out of that meeting and things like that. And so they want to break out of that pattern. Also, with round and round over here, I feel like this person thinks about you a lot, like you're living rent-free in their head at this point, group 2. But they don't want it to be limited to just that. They don't want your existence to be limited, or like what you mean to them to just be limited to their mind and of course to their heart, because they do have a crush on you. They want more than that. So let's find out exactly what that is. Spirit, what are this person's intentions towards group 2? We have 3 of Pentacles. What are this person's intentions towards group 2? The 7 of Cups. Yes, living rent-free in their head for sure. What might be the potential outcome between group 2 and this person? What might be the potential outcome between group 2 and this person, Spirit? We have the Sun. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. Just thinking about it at the moment gives them a lot of stress. Oh my gosh, what do I do? How do I behave? What if she thinks I'm super weird? What if she thinks I'm some creep? What you think of them, I think, rattles them a lot as well. So you're living rent-free in their head, like I said. But what do you think of them is also a question which I feel bothers them a lot. So anyway, as far as their intentions go, group 2, they definitely want to break out of that pattern and get closer to you. Since communication between you guys is anyway very official, very to the point right now, they want it to be more than that. They don't immediately want to jump into anything. They don't immediately want to get into a committed relationship with you. They want to take it up from here. They want to build that foundation first. They want to build that first layer first, which would be, of course, becoming acquaintances first and then friends and then more than that. So they want to lay the groundwork first, basically. So in that aspect, they want to get closer to you. It is possible, and this might be very out of character for them is what I'm hearing, but with the 3 of Pentacles over here, they might enlist the help of someone who knows both you as well as them to maybe introduce you guys to each other, help break the ice a little bit, help you guys take the conversation ahead from there. Right now, with the 7 of Cups, it's like for them, the possibilities are endless. What might happen between you and them, the possibilities are endless. But I see a smile on this woman's face. So I don't think they're thinking about anything negative over here. They're not thinking about worst case scenarios or anything. They're only thinking about positive things. Of course, in the extended reading, we'll take a more extensive look at what exactly their secret thoughts and fantasies are about you. But for now, I feel like their intention at the moment, like the immediate intention, is to get to know you better and most likely try to get on a first name basis with you, like that comfort level. As far as the potential of this thing goes, we have the Sun over here, which is a super positive, lovely energy. And I think it really ties well with the energy of the 7 of Cups. Like they said that the possibilities are endless, and with the Sun over here, it's actually true. But whatever it is, it's going to be really positive. If you want to ask from a relationship point of view, it's a yes. If you want to ask from a friendship point of view, then too, it's a yes. Any good thing, yes, yes, yes. Of course, right now, we're just looking at their energies. Depends upon you and your free will also and what you want. But in case you decide to give this person a chance and you're wondering what might come of it, with the Sun over here, it will be good. All right, now let's move on to your extended reading, the link to which is in the description box, in which we'll find out their private thoughts and fantasies about you. Why haven't they taken any action towards you yet? When will they take action towards you? And any advice for you. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So we have 2 readings for you today, one on YouTube and then an extended reading as well, the link to which is in the description box. So in YouTube's reading, we'll take a look at 3 things: who has a crush on you, Why do they have a crush on you? What is it about you that draws them towards you, basically? And then what are their intentions towards you and any potential outcome? Then in the extended reading, we'll take a look at their private thoughts and fantasies about you. Why haven't they approached you yet? And then when will they take action towards you, as well as any advice that comes up for you. So let's start your reading, group 3. Who is the person that has a crush on you? So we have gossip. This says, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. All right. So I feel like this is someone who's very social, a social butterfly. I won't exactly say that they're friends with everybody, but they definitely do seem to know everybody, and everybody seems to know them. I feel like this is someone whom people trust with their secrets. And we have the light attribute over here. So no, they do not go around spilling the beans. It's just that the kind of energy that they have, it's very easy for people to open up to them, share their secrets, their doubts, fears, worries, whatever it is that's weighing on their mind with them. So this is someone who you can say is a bit of an agony aunt for a lot of people, might quite literally be in the fields associated with psychology, but of course doesn't have to be. I also feel like, and I mean this in a good way, this is someone whose reputation precedes them. So even before you'd actually met this person, you must have heard a lot about them. I think they have that aura. People have heard a lot about who they are or what they look like or what they do. And so I'm hearing bedazzled. So when people actually meet this person, they do get a little starstruck. Now, this does not mean that this is a celebrity, but yeah, they might have that star-like quality to them. Very kind of like a Mr. Popular or a Miss Popular, you can say. Okay, let's find out more about who this is, group 3. So who has a crush on group 3? Okay, so what do we have? This is someone who's very intelligent, very smart, very brainy, likes to solve puzzles, take quizzes in their free time. Doesn't really, I don't think you guys at least have had a proper conversation till date, or it could have been a very short and sweet conversation that you both had. Might be a bit of a math genius, the kind of kid who used to participate in Olympiads in school, things like that. Definitely has the spotlight on them for sure. So, like I said, their reputation precedes them, and I mean it in a good way again. A lot of people know about them. And so, this is interesting. They have a crush on you, but I feel like they're desired by a lot of people otherwise in general. Very hot, very good looking person for sure. A leader, has leadership abilities, or might quite literally be a leader, team lead, manager, things like that, entrepreneur, or works at a very high position in their company. Gives open access to their energy, but I feel like it's limited to, yeah, okay, I'm here for you if you want to talk about anything. So they're friendly with everyone, but they're not friends with everyone, and there's a subtle difference. I do feel like for some of you, this might be somebody that you guys have collaborated with for your work, or they either work in the same building as you or close to your building, and so everybody comes down at lunchtime, and so that's where they might have met you, something like that. Or if this is a setup where there are different companies operating from the same building, so I think different floors, that is also what I'm picking up on. There is a sense of mystery around them, like, oh, are they single, are they dating anybody, who was that girl with them the other day, or was she his girlfriend, things like that. So they do not indulge in gossip, but I feel like a lot of people gossip about them, because even though they're friendly, they listen to everybody, I don't think they reveal a lot about themselves. And so that is where the difference lies. They only share with other people as much as they think fit. Someone very future focused, someone who has so far had a splendid career arc, I would say, like a major winner out and out. And I feel like the fact that they're good looking, they're doing well in their field, an achiever, these might also be qualities that add to their allure and add to their attractiveness, which is why also the spotlight might always be on them. Okay, let's see what their possible initials might be, and then we'll move on to your tarot cards, group 3. So, what might be the possible initials of the person that has a crush on group 3? What might be the possible initials of the person that has a crush on group 3? Okay, so we have W, which can also be an M, by the way, Y, A, R, K, might be an architect, you might be an architect, E, I, J, I'm also hearing insurance, T, I, IT, like IT field, E, L. Okay, so these might be their initials. I'm also hearing YMCA. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Group 3. Spirit, who has a crush on group 3? We have the 10 of Pentacles. Who has a crush on group 3? Who has a crush on group 3? The Magician. Who has a crush on group 3? We have the King of Swords. So yeah, there definitely is a boss vibe to them over here. Everybody wants to be in their good books. Everybody wants to get close to them. But I feel like this person does a very good job of drawing that line, maintaining that boundary. Like I said, friendly with everybody, but not necessarily friends with everybody. So that is there. Very good at communication as well. In fact, with the energy of the Magician over here, I feel like one of the things that people gossip about this person is what can they not do? There literally seems to be nothing that they can't do. They might be very good at sports, they might be very good to look at, then they're making doing a good job with their career as well. So kind of like an all-star, someone who is an achiever out and out, an all-rounder, right? Which is why people think that there's nothing this person cannot do. Also a very determined person. Oh, I'm also hearing old money. Yeah, so this is someone who is old money, very very wealthy, very comfortable. But even though they come from an old money family, they have created their own wealth as well. So it's not like they've taken their legacy for granted. They might have expanded it for sure. In fact, for a few of you, they might actually be one of the important stakeholders of the company that you work in or work with. That's also coming across strongly. It also seems like this is someone who has very good fashion sense. Very good fashion sense. It's like they could amass a lot of followers on Pinterest or Instagram if they wanted to. It's not just them who's popular, group 3. I feel like their entire family, that surname is very popular. And because it's tied to that family that way. So for instance, let's say that this person's surname is Smith. So all these Smiths, every member of this person's family, all of those Smiths, they're very popular. Like the Smith family is very popular that way. In terms of signs, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn being present over here. One more thing, and this is kind of like a paradox, like a contrast actually. Face-wise or expressions-wise, I would say this person seems like they might be very stern, like you don't know what to expect when you first approach them. But like I said, they turn out to be rather friendly, rather warm and welcoming. So their personality does not match their looks that way. Okay, now let's see, why is this person drawn to you? What is it about you that they like? So for that, we have Panda that says, stay balanced and in your essence. This is very interesting. So, like I told you initially, that a lot of people seem to be after them. The spotlight is always on them. There are a lot of people who are, like dying for their attention. Of course, not literally, but you know what I mean. But if ever you've had any interaction with them, although for most of you, I don't think you've had much interaction with this person, but still, any interaction you've had with them or any passing highs or hellos you've had with this person, you did not seem in the least bit phased by their aura. Not at all. In fact, it was almost as if you couldn't care less who this person is. That's how rooted you are in your own self-worth, which they found very attractive. Like, oh, I don't care if you're from the Smith family. I am awesome myself. Like that. And that's what they liked about you. I also feel like this person is very perceptive. They might definitely have intuitive abilities, group 3. Because group 3, you aren't pretentious, like at all. You are not the, what do they call it these days? You're not a pick me up person. All right, that's not who you are. You're not pretentious. You're not the kind of person who will deliberately play it dumb to get attention and things like that, which they did notice about you. And I think that's what drew them towards you in the first place. Also, and like I told you, people talk to them a lot, right? They never spill the beans, but people do come up to them to talk to them a lot. So they've heard a lot of good things about you. And I feel like that might have first planted the seeds of this crush, like the seeds of curiosity, I would say, and then that blossomed into a crush, like a full-blown crush. This is again a very specific message, but if they've ever seen you wear something blue, like a blue dress or anything, they could have absolutely been spellbound when they saw you in that blue dress. And I think that day could have kind of sealed the deal for them. That, oh my God, I don't think I can ever forget about this person. Who is this person? I want to know everything about them. Like that. But anyway, let's see what else comes up. Spirit, why does this person have a crush on group 2? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Why does this... You're group 3, not group 2. Why does this person have a crush on group 3? Wheel of Fortune. Why does this person have a crush on group 3? 5 of Pentacles again. Look at this, will you? Why does this person have a crush on group 3, Spirit? And we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, because primarily you're very different from all the people who are always hovering around them to get their attention. It's like, it's not that you're very oblivious to it. You obviously know who they are, and and it's not like you're trying to act cool by not admitting that this is a good looking person or anything. It's just that it's not the end of the world for you, like how it might be for some people if this person does not wave back at them or something like that. And that is what they like about you. That instead of getting caught up in this whole trap of going after somebody and making them like you and doing all sorts of stupid, immature things to get their attention, you're okay actually with not getting their attention. You couldn't care less. And they know for a fact that this isn't you being arrogant. This isn't nonchalance. Like, you're not being nonchalant either. It's just who you are. They are not on your list of priorities. Impressing them is not on your to-do agenda. In fact, with the Page of Cups over here and the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like the fact that the spotlight is always on them, or people are always gossiping about them, or people are always doing all these dumb things to get their attention, it irritates them. It upsets them. They might not show it, but it does upset them. So the fact that when they saw you, and you seemed very unfazed by that interaction or by their presence, plus the fact that you never did anything out of character to, get any favor from them or anything like that, I would say it was your, not even simplicity, I would just say that you minding your own business is what won them over, because they don't know a lot of people like that around them. Also, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles, and especially because, like I told you, this is somebody who not only has created a good amount of wealth for themselves, but also comes from an old money family. There might be a lot of people who try to get closer to them only to get monetary benefits from this person. But again, you've never done anything like that. In fact, one piece of gossip that they might have heard about you from all of these other people could have been that you actually go out of your way to help people monetarily as and when you can, however much you can. And so, amongst all of those people who are only trying to take something from them, from this person, I mean, the fact that amongst those people there's you who is giving it back to the society, who's giving it back to her community, that is something that they really, really liked about you, Group 3. They really appreciated it on a very humane level. I would say they really appreciated it. They love the way that you look as well. And no matter how much they deny it, the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups has made it very obvious to me that the fact that you did not behave in the way that these crazed fangirls behave around them did get their attention. For sure. They might deny it, but that is true. That is true. Okay, now let's see what are their intentions towards you, Group 3. So we have Between Worlds. They want your paths to collide, Group 3. Right now, you guys, even if you're working in the same office, or if you're working in the same building, or even maybe running around in the same social circles, but there's no familiarity right now, right? You guys aren't on a first name basis. They don't know much about you. You don't know much about them. They want to bridge that gap. They want to become a part of your inner world. In fact, with Between Worlds over here, I feel like when they see you or when they think about you, they feel like the world in which you are living, Group 3, is much more genuine, much more authentic, and not at all pretentious. That's what they want. So, on the one hand, of course, the intention is to bridge this gap between you guys, bridge the communication gap and everything, and get closer to you. And then the second intention is to become a part of your world because it is appealing to them more at this point as compared to their world. Okay, let's find out more from your tarot cards. Very interesting. Kind of like, it's like you are Jack and they are Rose. And your world is appealing to them more. Spirit, what are this person's intentions towards Group 3? We have the Tower. What are this person's intentions towards Group 3? What are this person's intentions towards Group 3? We have the Seven of Cups. What might be the potential outcome between this person and Group 3? The Eight of Wands. I'm seeing you guys holidaying together. I just got that visual. Very nice. Definitely personal calls, personal communication, not just first name basis. Definitely crossing that boundary. Like I said, spending lots of time together, traveling together. All of that is a very real possibility over here between you and this person, Group 3. As far as their intentions go, with the Tower and the Seven of Cups, they know for a fact that them going after someone is not, like, if not necessarily out of character, then definitely something that not a lot of people would expect from them. Because like I said, in any case, there are a lot of people who keep hovering around them for their attention. So not paying attention to all of those people and just going straight for you, they know it'll get people talking. They know it'll be bizarre even to a lot of people, shock a lot of people. It will have a shock value to it, but they don't care. they don't care, because with the Seven of Cups being present over here in the Tower, you've done something to this person, group 3. They cannot stop thinking about you. What exactly are they fantasizing about with regards to you? Of course, we'll check that out in the extended reading. But from what I can tell you over here, for now, you're living rent-free in their head with the Seven of Cups over here. It's like you've cast some spell on them or something. They, in fact, with the Eight of Wands over here, it's like they're desperate at this point. Like, for how much longer do I have to go without not being with group 3? Or, oh, another day without me having had a chance to speak to group 3? Like that. So it looks promising. Okay, now let's head into your extended reading, the link to which is in the description box, where we will find out what, after all, are their private thoughts and fantasies about you, group 3. Why haven't they taken any action towards you just yet? When will they take action towards you? And any advice for you. For now, these are all the messages. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.